Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do the gel electrophoresis lab for the DNA detectives. So first, what you want to do is you want to make sure you clean out your box. Okay, so your gel box, your gel trays, and then make sure they're nice and dry with a paper towel. Okay, you want to gather your materials, so make sure you have the power unit, your micropipettes, and also your gel. Okay, so the person who's going to take the gel from the container right here and then place it into the gel tray right there, you want to make sure they put on gloves so that there's no contamination. So you can take these gel trays out like this, okay, and you can very carefully pick up the gels. It's kind of hard for me to do it with one hand, so I'm just going to do my best right here. Do some break. Okay, and then you want to place it in the gel, the wells, or sorry, I should say the tray. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that the wells or the holes, the wells right here in the gel, are actually faced towards the negative side of the tray. So you notice that there's a positive side right there and a negative side right there. So you want to place it in the wells right here, closer toward the negative side of the gel tray. Okay. Next thing you want to do is you want to get TAE buffer, so 1x TAE buffer, and you want to pour TAE buffer until it covers the gel. Okay, completely covers the gel. So you pour on this side of the box right here, and then it'll flow over to the other side right there. Pour some over here like that. And then you'll notice that the gel is completely submerged underneath the TAE buffer. Okay, so you make sure you have that. Okay, and then if you have any like air bubbles or something trapped in there, then you can kind of like move it around a little bit. Okay, move the gel right there, back there. Okay, and then next thing we're going to do is we are going to micropipette. Okay, so in this lab, what you're going to do is you're going to have 7 different microtubes, okay, A through G, okay, and you are going to put each of the samples in a different well lane. Okay, so starting from the closest to you, that's lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so A goes into well 1, B goes into well 2, so on. Okay, so if you're using a Evitech micropipette, okay, you want to make sure that the little switch is flipped up, okay, and then you want to turn this to, whoops, wrong way, to 20 microliters. Make sure that you have the right micropipette. This is a 20 to 200, so I'm just going to turn it to 20. So that would be the lowest range, 20 right there. Okay, and then you could push this down, put on a tip, and then you can micropipette. For the BioHit ones, you have to hold down the blue button and actually turn the plunger. So since I only have one hand, I'm just going to go ahead and use the Evitech micropipettes. So put the tip on. Okay. Make sure you always close the box. Okay, so for the pipetting, micropipetting, you want to push down first to the first stop. Okay, hold it there, and then you want to micropipette at eye level. I can't do this right now since I only have one hand, so I'll just do this to show you guys. Slowly release. Okay, so I got 20 microliters right there, and then now you are going to micropipette the DNA sample into the well. So let's pretend that I have sample A. Okay, so that's going to go into well lane 1. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to hover the tip actually above the well. You don't want to actually put the tip inside the well, because if that happens, you might actually puncture a hole in the gel, and then you'll get like DNA going everywhere and your results won't be good. So I'm going to hover above it, And I'm going to slowly push down on the plunger down to the first stop. I know normally you go to the second stop when you're dispensing, but for gel electrophoresis, we're only going to go to first stop, because if we push the second stop, then what happens is air bubbles also come out into the well, and sometimes it blows the DNA out. So I'm going to try to do this as slow as possible. Okay, so, and then you just slowly squeeze, or I should say push down on the plunger. I'm pushing down to first stop. And then I slowly pull out. And then just like that. And then you can eject the tip. And then you can continue. Okay, so let's say now I'm done loading the DNA. The way that you operate this box is you want to make sure, so on the bottom right here, that's black and that's red. You want to match the black and the red on the from top and the bottom of the box, and then push down securely. Okay, so go down like that. That's connecting the electrodes together. Okay, and then you want to connect the wires. So this is a black wire, so it's going to go into the black port right there. Okay, and then this is a red wire, so it's going to go to the red. Make sure your power unit is plugged in. There's a switch right here, or it might be in the back somewhere, so flip it on. Okay, and then it'll make a nice, like, you know, humming sound, and it'll look like this. So you want to set your voltage, make sure it's at V, to 130. So if you press the plus button, or you can hold it down, you know, it'll be going up. And then make sure that's volts too. And if you want to run it, see that running man right there? Press run, and then, whoops. So it's just error, so that means one of our box wasn't closed properly. Okay, so that's okay. Let's try it again. So I pressed it again. Now it's running now. Everything, you see the light right there, the running man. And then the way that you could tell if it's working, so if you look on the side right there, you see how, like, there's bubbles on one side of the box. If you see bubbles flowing up, then you have done this correctly. Okay, and what will happen is you'll see the DNA, or at least you know, whatever dye solution you put with the DNA to help it sink into the wells, it'll start moving from the negative side right here of the gel tray to the positive side right here. Because red is positive and DNA is negatively charged, the DNA is going to slowly start moving towards the positive side because it's attracted to it electrically. Okay? When you're done, after about half an hour, you just press stop right here. Or you can pause it, sorry. So you can pause it, you can stop it, and then you'll notice the bubble stop. And then you just turn the switch off. Okay, pop the top off the box, and then take out your gel, and then you go ahead and take a picture, and then you'll be able to see your DNA fragments and solve the case. Okay, thank you.